Kings and queens, clash your swords. Yeah, let's clash them up. Let's clash them up. What the what? You kings and queens already know.
100 kings and 100 queens?
Yeah, we got to show up. Show up. Put out my screen right here real quick. Oh goodness, man. Thing right here. All right. So I'm back. All right. So let's get this thing started. Let's get this party started. King Stevian right here checking in with y'all who are listening. So this will become one of the steps on the new test. Just to let y'all know that. Not for those who already took the test, but it will be one. So it will be coming right after the new entry to the 100 Kings and 100 Queens University. Okay, University. Okay, so what I'm talking about today, for those that are so impatient, and who attention span just ain't there no more because they took the cold shot, or they're drinking some badass water. Okay, this here is for those that are new, that are coming in, and an update for all y'all who are in the group. Okay, dealing with uploads, things that y'all purchase, services that are being done through the university. You all need to pay attention. And I know by your attention span, I know by my analytics on YouTube if you listen to it or not. Okay, I take the average. If the average is low, then y'all members who are part of the 100 Kings and 100 Queens, you are guilty too. So if 5 people out of 30 listen to it, then the 5 is guilty as well. Don't make the 5 that listen to the whole entire video be guilty of your BS because you didn't want to pay attention. If it ain't dealing with you getting some kind of money in your damn pocket, you don't want to hear it. It's a shame that I released the Bearer Instrument video and the attention span on that 50-minute video was only 18 minutes. I didn't get into it until 18 minutes because I was covering a lot of other stuff in the beginning. When I come on these videos, I start clearing the pathway for you before I jump into the main topic. And that's needed. It's like if you're buying a new house and there was some crackheads used to live in the house, or there was some violence, or somebody got killed in the house. When you come in there, you want to clean that spirit up out of there before you lay your head in there, or before you put anything in there. If you're a peaceful being, then you're not going to jump into a place that's bad spirit. You know, when you go to the scripture talks about if you don't clean your house, then there would be, 7 more spirits that would come back worse than the first. I think it was 7. But that's true. So when I'm dealing with things like all y'all who are waiting on products, services, those type of things there, a lot of y'all have been very, very patient, and I thank y'all. Because it's y'all, you all, some of y'all say, well, yes, y'all, hey, how do you spell y'all, King? It's Y-A-W-L-L. That's how you spell y'all. Anyway, so it's a lot of y'all who've been patient. And y'all give me positive energy because y'all are patient. Y'all know when y'all stuff go out to you all, then it's going to be good vibes. And when you use that instrument to settle whatever debt is going to go through, because of the good vibes that came from me, the good spirit that came from me, okay? If you give negative vibes, impatient, nasty attitude, not realizing what this university does for you and this whole world, you need to be like a ostrich and stick your head in the ground forever. Well, I don't mean temporary, forever. Because you know nothing. Because the problem is y'all looking for what y'all want. Only. You don't care about the 7-step process. You don't care about your family. You don't care about your tribe. You don't care about your bloodline. You care about fiat. Those who are rushing for the tax class, it's a long editing process. King Timo, where I pulled him in to do the editing, one, so he can see what I go through. He's been on it for 2 weeks now. And he will tell you firsthand, it is not easy. It's a lot of editing. So when it comes to the audio of the albums, pictures or something, my spirit got to be right before I go put my hand on that art. My spirit got to be right before I edit. My spirit got to be right before I record. I would not record a song. That's why you haven't heard no new music. I ain't saying my spirit ain't right for what I'm doing. It ain't right because someone came attacking me. Their negative energy came on me, and I got to get that off. Okay? I got to lash back. I'm at war. Like the 2 queens who came back on PayPal asking for freaking refunds, and that's what we're talking about today. So moving into that. One saw our rules and regulations and our confidentiality agreement and didn't want to move forward after they already sent the money. Well, we putting a stop to that bullshit. I'm telling you right now. That stops here and now. And you're finna find out how. Next. You see the rules and regulations and then you don't want to sign them and then you want a refund after you submitted the money. You're not operating in order. You're not. I don't know who the hell that is, but your number's coming on my computer. So if everybody see that, then oh well. So that's one I'm dealing with, that getting a lien put on her. Then the next one, I say over and over again, if y'all see on the screen right there in the second line, it talks about you got 30 days. That's for anything. Administrative process, barcodes, whatever, you got 30 days. Okay? Now, your barcodes that you're using on your documents last forever. Those forever. To submit it, the submission, you know, if you don't submit it, for those who on the outside come, only for those on the outside coming in trying to pay for barcodes, if you don't use it, you lose it. My NDA got to be signed and the rules and regulations got to be signed. Okay? If that ain't signed and you ain't done what you need to do in 30 days, then you lose it. So I'm making that very clear right here and now. So anytime PayPal come to me, I send them to this goddamn link and they hear me all cursing. They can hear it, you can hear it, you know it. It's on the website. It's in 5 different places. Let me give you these 5 different places so no one can say that they don't know. Okay? 1, in the class that you come to or came to, we stated it. 2, on our audios that we make. Okay? 3, on the videos like this one. 4, on our website, it states it. Okay? So there's no excuse. Then, in email we tell you. Okay? So you can't say that you don't know. 5 different ways to let you know there is no refund. And I'm going to tell you why, those who are listening, including PayPal. When you tender a payment for anything, any service, any barcode, your energy is saying, this is what I want. You took the energy and the time to go up to the computer, read what you had to read, what we have here, before you order. You read it, you know what you want, you know what you need, and then you make that payment. You go put that credit card or whatever in, debit card in, and you hit send. You already reached out to me, because you should talk to me before you even make any type of tender of payment. Get me on the phone, 850-322-9657, King Stevian on the city side. Can't get me there? 850-825-0933. You can't get me there. third way. Every Tuesday we have the same passcode for the class meeting. So if you're trying to get into the university, you can come in on Tuesday between 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. is a lounge. That's the wait time for you to chit-chat with other people. You got any questions, ask this fellow king or queen that's in the group, and maybe they can answer you and you can leave. But if you're waiting on the host comes in between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. He or she comes from work. They have to work, they have to relax, they got to get their feet rubbed by the wife or their husband, they got to eat, they got to wash their face, they got to bathe their must from under their arm, wipe the butt, whatever stink on them, they got to wipe off when they're coming in. They might have to put Tiny Tim to bed early. Okay? That's what this whole thing is about here. Okay? So you got a third way of reaching out to me or one of the roundtable members. If I can't help you and I'm not on there, they can help you. There is no excuse. So if you're claiming you haven't got something, that's the reason why. Lack of communication. You failure to state a claim where relief can be granted. For you go assigning something over to PayPal or Cash App or wherever you tendered your payment at, you need to understand what an assignment is. You're assigning these people to take care of a false claim that you're making. That goes for anything you're dealing with in commerce. 31 U.S.C. 3727. An assignment cannot be made until a claim has been made. Your claim is what? Did you do what's required in the rules and regulations? Did you do what's required in the administrative form? Now, what you need to understand is we're going to go over the 4 different documents. 4 table legs. And within those 4 table legs, there's another 4, you see what I'm saying, that you have to do with certain things. Okay? So let's get into it. The first thing, which is number 4, which I should have put that, number 1 on the list here, so I'll redo that on this document I'm looking at, is the no refund policy. You can see that on our website. 100kingsand100queens.org. At the top, there's a link at the top, hyperlink, blue. Go there and click that link and it'll take you to this page here. But if you don't see it, you claim you don't see it, what's going to happen is you're going to sign this. This is before you send anything. So the administrative process that we have, I will be updating that. And everyone will be updated on it because I send it out through our website. So I'm stating it right here. Everyone has gotten it and gonna get it within 24 hours after this video is made. Okay? So, our products, services, and refund policy. Barcodes. Monthly barcodes are submitted for, and the tender of payment of $100 is good for 30 days only. Now let me say this, it's called unlimited barcodes, but it's only unlimited to what we have to offer. Not for something that's outside, you see a car, a house, that's not what this is for. This is for your 7-step process documents only. That's what I meant by unlimited. Meaning that you're not charged $25 each barcode. That's why it's unlimited. Because you have that amount. Some people might say, well, that's limited, King. No, it's limited to what you're trying to do on the outside. You can't go on the outside and mess with all this other stuff. Now, if you got to a certain point on these barcodes with the 7-step process, then I would make the decision if I would do a barcode for a car, for a house, all that stuff. You need to learn the process before you go start doing and messing with this stuff. And coming up soon, I'm going to be doing a video on the 8957 form. Okay? That is the Fins and Gens form, because we're changing the 7-step process up a little bit. Some things going to come before others now. And one of the things that's mandated to be done is the 8957 form and your 98 and your WIFIT. But we'll get into that on the next video. I'm just letting you know that there's an order to everything. And sometimes these things can change, but we always update you on everything, including these rules and regulations and the refund policy. Okay, it says if you forfeit the 30 supposed to say 30-day time use of, said 30 time use of the 30 days, by not submitting our below barcode request form, and that's the hyperlink right there, request, then you forfeit that month's submission. Just like I was saying earlier. There are absolutely no refunds. I said it 3 times. There are absolutely no refunds. One more time. There are absolutely no refunds for barcodes or any service or product purchased from us. I already explained to you. When you come in and you're trying to get a barcode, you're trying to get something from us, then your intention is to get that done. But that means that's what you want. Sometimes it would take longer for you to receive it. And I'm saying that here because there are other people that come before you. That means you are in a single file line waiting. Okay, it's easy to pick up the phone and call me and say, hey, what number am I in line in order for you to get to it? If you haven't heard from me, you're going to hear from me immediately once you send your stuff through the website, dealing with getting in the group. But I'm changing that. It's changed now, so you can hear how we're going to do this. For barcodes or any service or product purchased from us. Okay? So don't make no excuse. All you need to do is come and say, hey, I told you the different ways you can reach out to me. If you ain't done that, then you definitely wouldn't get a refund. And this is why. You paid for it, that's what you wanted. That's what you're going to get. If you did not fill out the form right to get the barcode, you'll never get a barcode. If you ain't fill out the documents that is required, the test to get in the group, and you failed the test, then you can't move forward. The one woman that came and did a dispute, she ain't took the damn test. You got 30 days. And then you want to ask for a refund? 1, I looked at your document. 2, we worked in the whole 100 Kings and 100 Queens doing an interview process with you. That cost. Now everybody's going to go after you if you do that. You wasted the whole entire group's time. We interviewed you, got you in. Then the kings that interviewed you individually, that you wasted their time. So those definitely going to be going after you. And me too, because I'm the one that finalizes the test results and let you know if you came in or not and tell you what to do next. So the work was already done. Don't come with this crap talking about a refund. And if you did not hit me up, call, email, and say, hey, I submitted the funds, then you know what? Because I don't get no notifications like that on my phone for any payment. Sometimes that money will sit over in PayPal for a long time before I even go look at it because I didn't get a notification. So I have to keep checking every day to see. Is that my fault? No. There should be some way on there where it is automatically, you're notified. Okay? But I'm not going to fault PayPal for that. But you are responsible for informing me what you've done. That's why I say you need to talk to me first over the phone so I know that it's coming. But we didn't change this process now. So, you will talk to me first before moving forward with any payments. I don't want your money. I want these documents done first. Now, your payment of tender of payment is the contract binding you to these rules. So once you make your payment, your rules are already set in. If the 30-day barcodes are not used in the time period that you purchased for them, then you will have to tender another $100 in order to receive the barcodes needed. Now some of you would call me and be like, hey man, my daughter got beat up in school, I'm going through some problems, can you hold off on that? That's fine. You reached out to me. Some of the beings that contacted me, I would email them and say, hey, I haven't heard from you. So later on, you can't come back and say, oh, all of them will go in my lawsuit folder. If I haven't heard from you, I'm gonna send you a message and I'm putting it in my lawsuit folder for future use, just in case you want to go to PayPal or something like that, and I can show them, hey, I reached out to this person. This is what they done. They signed the rules, they signed the regulations. Now they want to come and try to ask for money back because their ass is broke. I've got nothing to do with that. Once you get in and get these barcodes and do what you need to do, then you can do the proper financial paperwork to get your money back from the Treasury. You're getting thousands to millions of dollars, and then yet you want to complain. But once you get your ass kicked out of here and away from me, you won't get nothing. I don't want to deal with negative energy. So that's mainly what this is about. Keeping that negative energy away from this group, this tribe, away from me. I was talking to King Dre Sear, and I'm finna go on earlier, about I gave away that arguing stuff a long time ago when I was with my ex-girlfriends. And the last time I argued with a woman, it was so heated. Thank God I ain't raised no hand. But I saw her face transformed. It was you ever seen those movies where you got a demon inside of their face and it comes out like that? That's exactly what I saw, and I kid you not. It was just that bad. And actually I did in the house see these black things moving around, spirit. Said maybe that's just my eyes, but no, what I saw in her face proved it wasn't. So I said I don't want to do the arguing, the fuss, and I don't like it. I will come on here and fuss because you need to know how I feel about what you're doing. You're filling out documents right, but you pay the $10 fee. That means you don't get the $10 back as a credit. You don't get the money back, you get it back as a credit. Let's go on. It says here, our current sales project is the 3-pack laid back music album bundle, which includes. Now, everyone's on hold for that because my computer got hacked into, and I have to re-energize my spirit before moving forward to that. I don't want that negative energy on your stuff, but if you want to rush, everybody's stuff's going to be rushed, because that means I'm going to do everybody's at one time and everybody's going to have that negative spirit on. I already told y'all I'm a spiritual being. And I operate by the spirit, live by the spirit. Okay? No matter what you think. Well, you wouldn't be doing all that fussing right now. No, no, no. Even Jesus turned tables. So this is my table turning right now. And it goes in to tell you the different things we have there. The UCC assignment is optional. That's if you already got your UCC, then you don't need it. My purchase suppliers, our purchase suppliers, are individual suppliers on sites like eBay, Amazon, paper suppliers who we cannot give out due to privacy issues and intellectual property and trade secrets. That's right. Can't give you that because the way we do our documents and certificates, we don't want you going out there trying to compete against us. Why would Google tell you how they do their algorithm? Why would YouTube tell you that? Why would PayPal tell you that? Okay? How our business works. Our business is that of assisting businesses, trusts, and estates as well as beings by offering and selling assets that will benefit them. 75% of our services and products are promoted, offered via YouTube channel under King Stevian, who is the trustee and teacher to help viewers and listeners understand and understand business, government, business, and using assets in estates and trusts. Much of this is also available on our website, 100kings and 100queens.org. Okay? Our website info. The website is a subsidiary of Stevie Tyrone Thompson Estate Trust, a trust that assists businesses, beings, that's got the G there, estates and trusts in building assets to generate wealth for the generation now and generations to come. Our refund policy. Pay attention. No refunds on asset purchases. We have explained everything. Explain everything in detail. Only exchanges or deed updates. Deed value updates are done by email. Additional shipping and handling fees apply for USPS or UPS reshipping. Okay? The full process, we're going to go into that on the administrative form. So let's go here to the administrative form here. I'm gonna start here. First thing we have, this is the 4 table legs. The rules and regulations will be a document that y'all sign. It will be on a document like this here, and you will have to sign it. Okay? That's with your trustee name, and that's with your real living name, first, middle, last. I didn't went over this before. We went over this so many times, and people will still come and not put this stuff the way it is. I got confidentiality agreements where people didn't even sign. That means you messed up the whole damn document. Okay? So, when it comes here, this part here is where you date it. The day of whatever month and the year. Let me give you some common sense there. Stop rushing. It says the 100 Kings University, tribe, all that, and then Ann. Who's Ann? Any member or non-member. You come in here trying to get barcodes and stuff like that and stuff that we have to offer. This is what you have to use. Before I give out any information, this got to be signed. You can buy assets all you want. Okay? Now, your name goes here. That's your trustee name, comma, that's of whatever the estate is. Okay? And then you go into your first, middle, and last. Uppercase, lowercase, not all caps. Unless you want me to do commerce with you and put a bond on you. Okay? It's very simple. Read the entire document. If you got any questions, 850-322-9657. Call. Because some of you lean to your own understanding and don't even understand what you're looking at. This one woman goes and tells PayPal, oh, his contract is a slave contract. How is it a slave contract when I'm sitting here protecting RRP? That tells me you're a person that want to come in and do whatever the hell you want to do. You won't do that with Google. You won't do that with Apple. You won't do that with me. Okay? So the pages you will re-upload, well, you're not going to be re-uploading anything now. Everybody will be signing before they come in. You'll be signing this, and you'll be mailing it. I want it mailed. And there's no refunds on how you're going to be paying this, because I'm going to tell you in a minute. Okay? So you got page 1, page 10. This is how I asked everybody to do it. Page 1, page 10, and the last page. So we go down here, you read all this. Mighty funny, you know. And stop just signing stuff without reading. This is how these people get y'all in contracts. I'm not here to try to run over you. If you read the links right here, it's telling you return of confidential information. Let me just show you. Remedies, okay? Ownership and titles. So how is this a slave contract for you? This has nothing to do with you. It's for you not sitting here stealing our information. Notices. Look at the titles. Representations. A representation, something dealing with a representation taking over you. Okay? Read it. Termination. Now, this is page 10. 110, and then the last page. Right here, I need your address. Okay? Up here, or down here, still just write your name somewhere there. Both names. But the main thing is your address. Okay? So I know this address belongs to you. So there's no mail fraud involved. If you put your name there and your address here, you're saying you said that address. And that's the name that you gave me. So you will be responsible for mail fraud, not me. Last page is breaking down general provisions. See, the problem is people don't want to read. They're too lazy. Just like the attention span of the YouTube videos where you're only watching 18 minutes of the 50 minutes. This is why you don't go through the entire stuff. Some of you get a job and you just sign. Don't know what you're signing. Get a Social Security card. Just sign. Get a birth certificate. Just sign. And then you're arguing 40 years down the line. This is the problem with a lot of people. in witness of. You need to put the date, just like I said at the top, the day of, that's the month, that's the number date, and then the year at the end. And to break this down and give you common sense, some of you act like you don't understand a contract. Okay, this is not no one-sided contract. This is giving you the right to use our IP. So you have a benefit for your whole bloodline. So don't say it's one-sided. I'm not getting nothing out this deal. I'm not getting no money from the Treasury, none from the IRS, none from you. That fiat is debt. That's not reported to the Treasury, but can be. So don't mess up. Now, you got two witnesses. If you don't have witnesses, you just signed the document wrong. Now, the way we're going to do this is, if you send me this in the mail and it's not signed right, I'm going to write you back. That's my time, that's my energy, that's postage, shipping, and handling. And I'm going to charge you. My time, that'll be $20 the next time. Okay? Two different witnesses. Not yourself, not your beneficiary, none of that. Two different people apart from you. They need to print their name at the top and they need to sign the bottom where it says witness. Print their full name, sign their full name. Okay? On the right side at the top, that is my signature, not yours. So when I get it, I'm going to sign it and send it back to you. I still got to go through all these NDAs and mail them out, which I'm getting ready to do the first of the year. So licenses will be going out, okay? There's something being done to the license right now, so got to hold off on that, okay? But you're not paying for a license. Know that. You're paying for me to go over these documents and my time and energy. That's what you're paying for. So how can you get a refund for that? Yours is at the bottom where it says any member and non-member of the 100 Kings and Queens. That's where both of your names go. Your first, middle, last, and your trustee name. Okay? It says right there, 100 Kings and 100 Queens, Universe City. That's what this is for. So, let me go into this before I get started. I'm going to go over here to the rules and regulations first. Okay, because we're about to go into that. These are the 4 table legs that I'm going over. The NDA was the first one. That's the confidentiality agreement. We're about to go over the rules and regulations real quick. The administrative entry form, and I already went over the refund policy. Okay, so I went over 2 of the table legs. I'm going over the last 2 after I mention this. So, your $135 fee. Okay, and we're going to get into that in the administrative entry doc part. Okay? The $135 fee, before any of you who listening try to come in our university, do not pay it on PayPal. See, y'all got to understand now, y'all interfering with PayPal's business. But since I don't want to have all these refunds coming up and then make my account look bad when I'm a good person, this is a good university, a good trust, and then yet y'all trying to make it look bad. You're smearing the name of the trust. And I'm not going to tolerate that. So we got to combat that and make things bigger and better. And that's what we're doing here. Okay? So, instead of paying $135 through PayPal, you're going to get a money order for $135. That is for the entry to the 100 Kings and 100 Queens. That's non-refundable. No one works for free. Get your money order. Put it in the name of who? You can put it into Stevie Tyrone Thompson Estate Trust. Or you can do City Side, CITY, SIDE, space, Ministries, not ministries, but Ministries. If you want to put Ministries, that's fine. That's MINISTRIES. Okay? And the reason why I said Ministries is because I think the S fell off when I was doing my paperwork at the bank. And so they followed with that. But it doesn't matter, it still go through. Okay? Because I own both names. Either one of those names on the money order is fine. Now, next, for table legs, like I was telling you, you're going to have to pay to upload each one of these documents. Okay? That's the NDA, the refund policy, and the other two that I'm about to go over, including these rules and regulations, which is third. Okay? That's 4 documents. And the reason I'm doing it this way, now you got to pay $40 for the non-refundable. Because I don't want to have to keep. So now, what happens now is, on an average, you're going to mess up something. Okay? But instead of actually uploading it to the site, because now I'm saving the uploads for when you messed up what you send me through the mail. Okay? Now, if I'm looking at your document that came through the mail, I'll give you an example. You sent all those 4 documents in the mail in a big yellow vanilla envelope, and I see something wrong. Now, I'm going to have to come to you through email and say, hey, you need to upload this again. Don't mail it, upload it through the website. So now, I allowed you to mess over without paying another $10 fee. So it's for all your mess ups that you're gonna do. Okay? You're still gonna have to upload your test too, and you get 3 chances. So I'm estimating out of these 4 documents, you're gonna mess up one of them, and you're gonna have to upload it on the website. Hopefully you don't, but it's still non-refundable for the $40. Now you got to upload your test after you entered into the 100 Kings and 100 Queens after the interview. Only after the interview you upload the test or request the test. You don't have to pay now uploading the test, because that's already handled within the $40. So you really got 5 things that you're able to upload. You're really not uploading the other 4. You're sending them to me, but you got a chance just in case you mess up all 4 and have to upload them. But don't do it intentionally. So I hope you get that. So there's a $135 money order, and then there's a $40 money order. 2 separate ones. So now it's a $175 to get in. Okay? And before you send anything, or as you're mailing out, what you need to clearly do, you need to request through email these 4 documents. That's the NDA, the rules and regulations, that's the administrative entry document, and that is the no refund policy document. I just went over the other 2, which is the confidentiality agreement, NDA, and I went over the refund policy. Now we're on the rules and regulations. You need to read every last one of these. Trust me, refunds are included in this as well, in this rules and regulations. When you don't respect time, like it says, respect others at all times. You're not respecting me. Now you're respecting my time. Even mentioned about time in here under these rules and regulations. Time management skills needed. Be prepared and ready for class. How in the world are you ready for class if you're not submitting your test? Just read through these rules and regulations. A lot of stuff deal with what you're doing with just to get in this group without being in the group. But before I even deal with you, okay, you're going to have to sign all these documents. I do not want anything that's going to hinder the students in this university. And when y'all sit up here and talk about refunds and all this stupid stuff, that's a hindrance to me as a teacher, and that's a hindrance to the students that are learning. So to stop this, you will mail all 4 documents in, and you will send 2 different money orders along with it. It's best to mail it off certified mail, so that way you make sure I get it. Then after you're done, you need to send me a picture of it to my phone, or upload it, or make a copy of it somehow, screenshot it, and upload it through the 100 Kings and 100 Queens.org website under File Submissions. text me and let me know you upload. Do not send me no email with an attachment. I do not accept attachment emails because of spam and hackers and viruses. That's how we do everything that's dealing with attachments. Any receipts, anything from Amazon you purchase, and you're showing us the receipt, it goes to our website. You send it directly to my email, you will be ignored. So don't go running to PayPal or someplace else. He didn't give me what I'm supposed to be getting. I just told you right here. Upload it through the website under file submissions. The 100, it's called The 100 Kings, it's called 100 Kings and 100queens.org. No excuses. Under file submissions. Send it again. Now, these rules and regulations are 2 pages. Rules are 2 pages. So let me go to the second page. It's the second page. Says if you have a carnal or evil mind, we do not want you in this group. So already when you're going asking for a refund and you haven't done what you want to do, we consider you evil. Bad attitude, that's number 24. You need to be a critical thinker, proactive, resourceful, and self-sufficient being. Well, that lines up with, are you communicating with me? Are you thinking this stuff out before you go try to attack somebody? Like me. Did I do what I needed to do? Let me reach out to him. Let me call him. Then send out many messages about coming in the tax class for free. You got a tax class and then you want to sit and complain. That's for a female and the guy that's kicked out of this group now. We will not tolerate this at all. This is what's called going to war. This is what we have to deal with. We fighting spiritually and with these carnal-minded people, impatient people. There have been people waiting on their album for 3 months now, but they know what didn't happen. If I got my internet got hacked in by the government or some goddamn hacker who's hating, that ain't my fault. But when you come to me and say, I want my stuff tomorrow, then what you're saying is I don't care about what happened to your computer. I don't care if your computer got burnt up. I don't care if your house got burnt down. I don't care if someone came in and stole everything. Give me my stuff tomorrow. Oh, give it to me now. Who the hell are you? You reap what you sow. And you won't be successful. So if you came at me in a negative way and I give you something and you force me to give you something, okay? You know what that means? That means you got negativity on that document, that barcode, whatever, and you ain't gonna be successful. You got yourself to blame. It says if you are suffering with any form of mental illness, that's a mental illness, being impatient. We don't want you in this group. Of course, it says the other things too. Now, if you are an agent, informant, spy, hacker, or have any intent of taking public or private information from this group, that goes back into our NDA. So that's what a lot of you find out you can't infiltrate. So, oh, I'm just going to ask for a refund. No, you're hearing this stuff right here. You get it, download it, or get it from my, when you request these documents to get into the group. You want to get in the group? Request these 4 documents at cityside2006@gmail.com. Request that. Okay? When you request those documents, I'm going to send you all 4. Your job at that point is go get a money order for $135 and get another for $40. And make it out to who I told you to make it out to. Stick them in the envelope. Make sure you got all these documents signed and notarized wherever the document or whatever the document says it needs at the bottom page. Okay? You need a right thumbprint. You put the right thumbprint in red. Sign every document in purple. Purple. I don't want no black. I don't want no blue. I don't want no red. Right red thumbprint. Okay? Or taking, or says private information from this group in any way, you are agreeing to pay each member $100 million. Each member now, this ain't just me, in pure silver and 100 acres of land of each member's choice. Now, you two who just violated, I'm coming for you. The process didn't already started. Didn't matter what you decide to do and try to come and try to be buddy-buddy. Nope, you done already violated. You done violated. Your information will be going out to the other members so they can start the process. I'm not going to play around. I got 5 people on my list right now that I have to do these processes on for this $100 million, and I will get it. Then I'm going to come after you after $100 million, come after you for the land. I just found some land for $197,000, and one of y'all are going to pay for it. I can get acres of land. It ain't even 100 acres of land. It's only, how many acres of land that is? Only 20 acres. So you still owe me 80. And I'm going to get the whole 100. So imagine, your estate is going to be dry. Your trust is going to be dry. Don't think a trust protects you. I don't know who told y'all that lie. Trust don't protect you. It's only for business what you're going to be issuing back out. Where y'all get that from, I don't know. Because even a trust can be penetrated by the IRS and the Treasury. Because they gave you the number. When you're doing any type of fraud, they can take that number from you. And now a lien can be put on your number. All right. But anyway, there's the part where you sign, okay? And you put your thumbprint right there, even though you're not a member yet, you're saying you want to be a member. So, as you fill out your paperwork, you become a member right then and there. You're not a full member yet, but you are a member. Okay? Understand that. Once you sign it, you are a member. So all the documents apply. I'm going to say that again. Once you sign these rules and regulations, you are a member. Now, to be a full, entire, solidified member, you need to make sure the other 3 documents are done right, signed, and these fees are paid. Okay? So, now, we went over the rules and regulations. We're going to go over the last thing, and I'm getting out of here. This is the way. This is the way. Like the Mandalorian say. This is the way. This is the way. All right, so here's the administrative process, and these will be rearranged and updated within 24 hours because of what we're doing here. And it's just giving you a note at the top. It's saying after you have passed the entry process, that's the full process now. So after you gave me $135 plus the $40, and I received it in the mail, and I got all your documents done correctly, then we move to the interview process. Okay? But I'm still going to read how I had it before, but it will be changed when you receive this in the mail. Okay? Or receive it in the email. Alright? So, after you have passed, but this fee is still required. So, after you have passed the entry process, you will then immediately tender your monthly dues of $100 via PayPal. Your monthly dues are due on the 1st of each month and past due on the 5th. If your tender of payment is not made by the day on the 10th of that month, you will be deleted out of the 100 Kings and 100 Queens database. And you will have to start the process all over again. Just what I just was telling y'all about, that process. If you are going to be late past the 5th, please let the leader, Empress Stevian, know, but do know that a $10 per day fee applies after the 5th. Now, those who are just coming in, you don't have to worry about the date. So it's whenever you pass your test, you're coming in on the 12th, the 13th, 14th, whatever, that's when you tender $100. Okay? It's not prorated. Based on the information you receive from the class. We have class 2 to 3 times a week. The classes are valued at $135 each class meeting. And you're not paying the $135, but that's the value of it. So don't think that your $100 are not valued more or less than those class meetings. See? Because I could just say pay $135 each class. So consider that $100 for those classes for that month. Then, on the first of the next one, yes, you do. You still have to pay the $100. Now, so I would not prolong it and extend it into the next one. I'm not going to do that. Okay? It's up to you to pass the test once you get the test and get your paperwork in. You also have to pay the $35 fee to get in, to get your stuff, your name and stuff on the website as registered. Okay? So, full process here. First thing you have to do, besides what I just told you of the updates, because now those are the new ways added to this, but you'll get an update on it. Tender the administrative fee here. Okay? That's PayPal. That's the $135. Admin 3-part interview. Okay, because now you got to have the interview. And you see right there? Passcode 515515. Everybody knows this. To get in on Tuesdays for the interview. But that's only after you tendered the fee. Don't come to this meeting if you ain't tendered the fee. I'll kick you out the group and I'll shut the whole group down. Done only on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Passcode will be 515515. Call in. Number is 669-275-1517. We don't talk about nothing in this group here except the interviews. Now, if you want to chit-chat before, like I said earlier, if you got a concern, you're more than welcome to address that concern. Okay? But that's not what the whole group is about this night. If the interview is passed, request the test at cityside2006@gmail.com. The one girl, she didn't even request the damn test. Next thing you're going to do, watch the 7 videos on the playlist here. There go the playlist. And take the test provided in your email. This is a step. If you ain't done this, then why would you ask for a refund? Tender the $10 fee to PayPal above, then upload the test. So there's a $10 fee when you upload it. But now we didn't change that, so now you'll be mailing it in. That'll cut down all this refund stuff. We're doing all this damn work here, and then you want to ask for a refund because you ain't do things in the time you need to do. Remember, if your test is not passed or document is not filled out correctly, you will not be credited the $10 fee back. After the test is passed, so that means there's a $10 fee every time you mess up. Okay? Except for the new way we're doing now, that we're about to update. I'll update now as you're hearing it on this recording. After the test is passed, you are now tender $35. Okay? Via PayPal above and request via email. cityside2006@gmail.com. The university admission form, entry form. Now, and you will have to call me so I can be on the phone with you, walk you through, get on there, and I will register you. Nobody, I will say it again, do not register. If you register on that site without my permission, I will charge you a $10 fee and you will have to pay it. If you don't, you will never ever get into this group. No one allowed anyone or said you're allowed to go register on our website. So when I go on there and I look and see people who are not members and you didn't register on our website, that's a $10 fee for that. And you will have to pay that before you try to get in our group. Just registering on our group trying to be a member so you can get on there and try to get our documents and stuff ain't going to freaking work. Because I get a notification every single time somebody registers on the website. So you will be fined a $10 fee. Any of you who register on our website without my permission, you cannot register. I does the registration here. I'm the only one does the registration. And it's $35 after you've done the stuff that's above 5 through 1. Via PayPal above and request via email. Now, upload it to our website here. Now, for those who are just coming in, that $35 fee will still have to be paid after you pass the test, after you pass the interview. So down the line, I don't know, it might take you 2 weeks. But yes, that still will have to be paid. Because see, this has gotten very serious. And nobody's funny about their money, and they're going to be serious when it comes to their money. I could be charging you $2,000 to get in. Would it be better you just pay $2,000 and you just get in? No, I don't trust that. I don't trust nobody anyway. So why would I do that? The way y'all acting? See, but some of you want me to be discouraged and walk away from this whole process because y'all hate me that much because I'm showing nothing but truth, teaching nothing but truth, teaching your history, your herstory, the codes, and that's what y'all gurus are doing. It won't work. Try harder. Okay? Tell you where to upload it right there. Boom. Sabbath. Request through email, cityside2006@gmail.com, a direct phone appointment with Emperor Stevian for registration on the university website. See how you get in our group? See how you get on the website? You don't just go filling out stuff yourself without going through the process. That's what's wrong with people. You want to bypass the entry to the university and think you can go sit in the goddamn class. They're going to say, who the hell are you? Get out. They might call security on you. Then you'll be banned from ever coming on the university campus again. Use your common sense when it comes to doing stuff in order and decency in order. Tender your first monthly dues. That's right after I register you on the website, you have to tender your monthly dues. Okay? So those who are coming in brand new and went through the process above, now that's the $35 and that's $100. So yes, it's starting to cost now. Prices are going up because of the fuck shit. And like I said, I'm going to make it harder and harder for you. We are the premium cream of the crop. The Harvard of the SBC process. I don't care what nobody out there say. If you're serious about it, you'll pay it. This wasn't about no kind of money. I was doing this stuff free, but when y'all start playing around, people start trying to challenge me, trying to compete against things dealing with the barcodes and stuff like this. That's when it's time to change things up. Every time something like this happens, I will change things up. Now to get harder, 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 harder. See, but you'll be more secure and safe because everybody and anybody ain't going to be able to get into the group. So once you get into the group, you ain't going to have to worry about that. Unless somebody in the group decides they want to change up. Somebody comes in and then the IRS or the government or some guru pays them off. But they'll be cut too. Because there's a lot of them in the group right now about to be cut. Putting beneficiary, the word beneficiary on documents where you sign. We don't do that. We deal with the trustee. We don't put without recourse on our document lines. We don't do that. Without recourse means one thing and one thing only, means you're not liable and you're not paying. We are paying when we get bills, when we settle with silver. So why would you put something idiotic as that? Why would you put without recourse on an IRS application? Liable? Liable for what? You just submitted an application. They ain't asking you for no damn money. You see how idiotic that is? Oh, they go behind closed doors and they do that. Well, prove it. All you have to do on the bottom of your signature if you're filling out an application is just put no usufruct. That's no space USUFRUCT. Go look up the word usufruct. We have a university for a reason to teach y'all this stuff properly. Class start, and on the day, that day, book a day to request your first EAN barcode for your durable power of attorney. No documents, shall be given without a barcode request first. So if you think that you're going to get the paperwork first so you can run off and try to do everything at one time, we don't operate that. We operate step by step, document by document, paperwork by paperwork. You don't get 10 pieces of documents and then say, I want the barcode for all of. That is sloppy. We don't operate that way. And we're not going to allow you to force us to operate that way. If you don't like it, don't come to our university. We do it this way so you have time to study the document. So that way you got time to meditate on it. Make sure that you're doing this right thing, because there have been plenty of people who did the wrong documents and went to the IRS and got rejected. Got frivolous filings, $300 and some $1,000 frivolous filing from the IRS, because they don't want to pay attention to what I'm telling them. I feel sorry for a lot of you. Your whole bloodline ain't going to make it. Unless there's somebody down in the bloodline that's going to be smarter than you. Now, I pray that it is. Because you who act like this, I don't want to deal with. The university don't want to deal with. Number 9, order from Emperor Stevian your silver for $50. Now, a lot of you still trying to deal with JM Bullion and Money Metals. We don't deal with them no more because they put bonds on you. Some of you still want to walk into hell's fire when I'm trying to free you from hell's fire. Some of you still want to walk on eggshells when I'm trying to free you from the eggshells. Some of you want to walk on pins and needles when I'm trying to free you from the pins and needles. There's no bonds put on you. You don't have to walk through no pins and needles. You don't have to walk on no eggshells when you buy the $50 silver certificate. The value is $1 billion in lawful money or gold certificate for $125, valued at a $5 billion value in lawful money. Just get it from me. But this is what happens when people don't want to give money to you. I'm not going to make his pockets no reason. Let me tell you something. The fiat y'all give me goes for overhead. It goes to pay for the conference calls. It goes to make up for a lot of the fees that I have to pay through PayPal, Cash App, those type of things, internet, everything. All I do is work. Don't have time for myself. I work, doing this, day and night, meeting after meeting, conversation after conversation. That's where it comes from and goes. Okay? So when I say come from, it comes from your heart because you know what you're giving it for. You're not giving it to me to go in my pocket. At times I need money and I hate digging into a savings stash, an emergency fund stash to do for myself. I have to buy paper, supplies, paper clips. Just ran out of dang on staples. What does the trust does for me? I'm the trustee. They have to take care of me. That's all I ask for. Give me a place to lay my head. Feed me. That's it. Have to go out to a meeting, buy those clothes. The last time I bought something for myself was last week. Two outfits and like a sweater. That's it, because it's cold. Okay? Getting cold. Where I am, and I'll tell you where I am. Everybody think I'm in Florida. Stop thinking that. Stop also saying you're going to come visit me. I don't want nobody visiting me. If you ain't no woman trying to talk to me and get to know me, and we trying to be one, then don't come to me. I'll meet you somewhere, but you're not. And that'll be a certain way it'll be set up to where you can't set me up. Any of that bull crap there, no, won't happen. Won't happen. So that's what a lot of you want to see. But anyway, so 10, watch the IRS fiduciary template video. There's a link there to see how to fill out and turn in the forms properly to the IRS. Okay, this is just the steps that you'll go through. This ain't what you do at one time. So that way you can't say you didn't know what was next. It's laid out for you. And if you don't go through the steps and check off this, it'll be a box. There's going to be some boxes here where you'll be checking them off. I'm updating this, so you'll check those boxes off as you go. Request the 2848 template and the Form 56 template documents at, boom, 65-2006 at Yahoo, not Gmail, Yahoo. Next, you're going to apostille your live birth certificate for Mexico only on the birth state level. Okay? 12, authenticate your regular birth certificate. I don't know why I put OP there. OP birth certificate, certificate of birth. I don't know why that P there. It's a typo. On the state level for a non-Hague country. Choose a country where you are actually planning on going and setting up your trust, 9-8 foreign trust, at and where you will establish either schools, churches, foundations, or farming communities. Now, so if you do not have a live birth certificate or either a regular birth certificate, please get advice from the roundtable members for free in the night meetings to know how to execute your next move. You may also do a paid call with Emperor Stevian here. That's the link. Okay, it's normally at the bottom of my email when I reply to you to get the advice for $2.25 a minute. Now, when you go to this site, you're going to go to Premier Chat. Just go to Google and type in Premier Chat King Stevian. It'll come up. When you go there and establish a membership or whatever, you're going to upload, it's a prepaid account, you're going to upload $30 to it. You don't know how long you're going to be on the phone, but you need to upload $30. That's, I think the minimum is $20, $25. Okay, but I just say 30 just in case you go over time. Okay, and I'll give you that information. But I gave you the option to get the information for free by going to the meeting. That's if you get to this step. Okay, and then I got a list on this document of all the Hague, non-Hague member countries. So you can't say you don't know. Right now, everybody's going with Kenya. Some people still moving with Ghana, even though I don't advise Ghana. Egypt, okay. Those are the two. Let me tell you what someone else used. Morocco must not be part of Hague anymore. It's got to be old. It's got to be old. Because Morocco is part of the Hague. Don't choose Morocco. Uganda. They say Uganda's part of the Hague now. I know Uruguay ain't. Vietnam is not. Vietnam is, I would choose Vietnam, be honest with you. Zimbabwe. Reason I choose Vietnam because they don't have much relation at all, little or none, with the United States. When it comes to like commerce, I look that up. That's how you got to look. You know, go look up. Does Spotify have a office there? Look up, do Amazon have an office in any of these countries? Singapore. Singapore I thought was part of the Hague. No, that's in Indonesia. Singapore. Yeah, Singapore's good. But it got to be one that you want to go to. Okay? That you see yourself in, running a trust, being a king or queen, laid back in your gold chair. Jamaica is part of the Hague. I don't know why they got this in. This is why I said this list got to be outdated. They don't know what they're talking about on this list. So ignore Jamaica, ignore Morocco. They're part of the Hague. Unless they recently pulled out in the last month. Okay? Saudi Arabia, definitely. I thought they was part of the Hague. They might have pulled out because of the BRICS. Okay? But go fact check me on that. Mali is a good one, I know, definitely. So go check that out. Haiti is definitely part of the Hague. So this is what I mean. I know this list is out of date. Dominican Republic is definitely part of the Hague. Definitely. See? So I'm pointing out the ones that I know is part of the Hague. China is not, but I don't know if you want to go over there and twing. All right? I don't know what this is, but since I don't know what it is, I will check that out and go check and see what this is. I know who the hell they are. Never checked out this country. Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan. Let's go look this up, baby. Go look it up right now. Uzbekistan. That's what I normally do. Look at that. But that's all they got there? Uzbekistan is a Central Asian nation, former Soviet Union, Soviet Republic, is known for mosque, Muslim, okay, it's trade route, ancient trade route between China and Mediterranean, okay, what are the three? Mosaic, yep, covered religious schools, in the 15th, 17th century. Let's look at some pictures of it. That is interesting. Look like one of those places. Yet places like this, I try to avoid because it's wide open for any kind of attacks. And I notice places that look like this, they have been attacked. It's no hiding places. It's not spread out. And that's just one place of it look like. It says the country, but there's other parts of the country. Like that right there. I definitely like that. That's beautiful to me. Let's go look at that. That is beautiful. I love that. Dang, I like that. I'm going to have to use that for something. Dang. Reminds me of a place in Spain. Spanish. Nice design. Beautiful design. But anyway, Kings and Queens, that is it. You know, you might say, what is this for? What is that for? Well, I just broke everything down. You want to know what the $100 a month is for? It's for time, energy, overhead, your barcodes, the meetings you come to and get knowledge from every week. So when you want to say you ain't got nothing for your $100, that's a lie. You get knowledge every week. Okay? You got an opportunity to speak with the kings, to sit here and give you your answers that you need. Don't come in our group and try to deal with your personal issues. We're about the 7 steps for you graduating to be able to go out in the real world and deal with private banking and deal with generational wealth for your bloodline. That's what your $100 a month is for. Don't make it just about barcodes, because that's not what it's all about. I combined all this in one, which is way valuable more than $100. If you want to make it by barcodes, separate it from everything else, and then see you pay $100 for the classes and everything, and then $100 for the barcodes, if that's how you want to be. And make sure you specify that. All right? Kings and queens, if you use this information to get free, do not blame me. Blame the L, the O, the R, the D. Won't he do it? Oh yes, he'll do it. So what you need to do is get this knowledge and start to pursue it. I'm King Stevian, representing. For who? Let's go over here. What am I representing? I'm not representing. Representing 100 kings and 100 queens. Okay? I am out. So, till next time, we'll be dealing with the Fins and Gens number, and we'll be dealing with the tax form, the 8822B, okay, it might be the C, okay, there's like 3, there's 8822A as well. Alright? So y'all need to know about that. Told you these steps, the actual steps 1 through 7 will be changing slightly, very slightly, but I will be updating. every single step. Every single step will be put in as a book. And books are now mandated for the university. And that's not included in your price here. Okay? So I told you, people are making this stuff worse for yourselves. But you should have books. And we all know you got to pay for your books. So now you will have books. But until then, we'll do it this way until next year. Okay? But next year hit, I don't know what the price of the books will be. It'll be very small, not much at all. There ain't no profit in it. There's no profits in any of the videos. Okay? But this video here will be going in the steps to get into the university. Okay, so I won't be selling this as a USB, but the next video I'll be doing, it will be for sale. Okay, your choice of gold, silver, copper, brass that you want to go on the cover. It'll only be up for 1 day. After that, I will be taking it down. 1 to 2 days, it'll be coming down. Okay, so I'm letting you know ahead of time. Okay, and it'll be mailed out 2 days later because it has to be edited, and then, you know, all the printing and all that, recording and editing. So, yeah. But that's what's going to happen. So when I put these videos up, 2 days later, they're going to come down. 1 to 2 days later. Depends. Depends on how many numbers it get. Okay? See if I reach my limit that I'm expecting. All right. Love you all. Talk to you soon. Peace.
You are not a U.S. citizen or a U.S. national. Now, the deed you're going to get when you purchase this is valued at $800 million to settle your debt. All right, so the USB costs $60. Now, you need to know this is taught by me, King Stevian. You can get the truth from me, and from me, you're going to find out that you are foreign to the U.S. Be free once you buy this USB. $60 on PayPal below. You can get your cover in gold, silver, copper, or brass on the USB cover. Not a US, not a US, not a US national.
100 kings and 100 queens.
Things from heaven I haven't seen. That's a lot of things. Things so beautiful. Things from heaven I